There's a certain kind of stillness you find on the edge of things. Down here in Tasmania, where the land meets the cold, clean waters of Bass Strait, lies Burnie. It's a place that doesn't shout for your attention. It waits. It breathes with the tide. Before you even take to the sky, you can feel its gentle pulse. The air carries a briny tang, a promise of the wild southern ocean just beyond the horizon. It's a working town, honest and unpretentious, settled comfortably into the curve of the coast. Its story is written in the timber of its piers and the steadfast gaze of its houses looking out to sea. It's a place to slow down, to listen. This isn't a landscape of grand, dramatic gestures. The ascent is a whisper, a soft lift, a gentle unsticking from the world below. The ground doesn't fall away so much as it recedes, gracefully and without fuss. Suddenly the familiar perspective shifts. The houses become small, neat blocks, their roofs a mosaic of terracotta and tin. The streets transform into delicate grey ribbons, weaving a pattern through the town. The first thing you notice is the coastline, the defining feature of this place. It's a long, sweeping curve of incredible grace, the place where the resolute land finally yields to the immense, powerful sea. It's a line drawn by a master artist, perfect in its simplicity and its strength. We drift higher, and the scale of it all becomes clear. The town of Burnie is nestled right into this coastal embrace, protected and defined by it. The land rises in gentle, rolling waves of its own, green and welcoming. Now we glide lower, drawn towards the sound and sight of the water meeting the sand. The beaches of Burnie are not the crowded, frantic strips of mainland cities. They are honest, working-class beaches, places of quiet contemplation and simple pleasures. From above, West Beach is a beautiful, pale crescent, a soft buffer between the town and the sea. The waves roll in with a steady, hypnotic rhythm. They are not crashing, angry waves, but long, gentle swells that have traveled a great distance to be here. They comb the shoreline, leaving intricate patterns of white foam on the wet sand, like delicate lacework that is constantly being woven and then erased. The sound seems to travel up to you, a soft, shushing whisper that is the heartbeat of the coast. It's the sound of the earth breathing. You can almost feel the gentle vibration of it. The sand, from this height, is a canvas of subtle colors. It's not just white, it's a mix of pale gold, cream, and flecks of black mineral sand that shimmer in the sunlight. You can see the tracks left by early morning walkers, thin, looping lines that tell a story of a quiet start to the day. A lone dog, a tiny black dot, races in joyful circles at the water's edge, a perfect fleeting moment of pure, uncomplicated happiness. From the natural grace of the beaches, we turn our gaze towards the port of Burnie. It's a place of human endeavor, a testament to the town's industrious spirit. The geometry of the scene changes instantly. The soft, organic curves of the coastline give way to the straight lines and solid angles of the piers, wharves, and breakwaters. It's a different kind of beauty, one of function and purpose. The port juts out into the strait, a strong arm reaching into the sea, ready to welcome the world. From above, it looks like a complex and fascinating machine, its parts all working in a slow, deliberate harmony. The ships are the stars of this show. They sit calmly in the deep water, giants at rest. A huge container ship, its deck a colorful grid of red, blue, and green boxes, is being tended to by cranes that move with a surprising balletic grace. Their long arms reach out, lift, and place their cargo with a steady, unhurried precision. Another vessel, a sleek woodchip carrier, waits patiently at its berth, its white superstructure gleaming in the sun. These ships are messengers from faraway places, tangible links to a global network of trade and travel, and they bring a sense of worldly connection to this quiet corner of Tasmania. We drift over the log yards, where massive stacks of timber are arranged in neat, orderly rows. The scent of pine and eucalyptus seems to rise up to meet us, a rich, earthy perfume that speaks of the island's vast forests. Leaving the coast behind, we turn inland, and the feeling changes once more. We begin to climb, not in altitude, but by following the rise of the land itself. The town gives way to its suburbs, and then, quite suddenly, to the open countryside. The landscape transforms into a rolling sea of green. These are the famous hills of northwest Tasmania, a lush and fertile country that seems to radiate life. The air feels different up here, cleaner and cooler, filled with the scent of damp earth and growing things. It's a gentle, nurturing landscape, one that invites you to rest your eyes and soothe your soul. The hills are not jagged peaks or dramatic ranges. They are soft, rounded, and ancient, like sleeping giants covered in a patchwork quilt of green. The fields are a dozen different shades, from the bright, almost fluorescent green of new pasture to the deep, dark emerald of established native bush. The contours of the land are gentle and flowing, carved over millennia by water and time. From our high vantage point, we can see the way the light and shadow play across these curves, highlighting a ridge here, deepening a valley there. It's a constantly shifting panorama of incredible beauty and peace. Dotted across this green tapestry are the farmhouses. They sit nestled in the folds of the hills, their roofs glinting in the sun. Each one is a small pocket of human life in this vast green expanse. Thin ribbons of smoke curl from their chimneys, rising straight up into the still air, a sign of a warm hearth and a quiet domestic life. We push further into the hinterland, the true green heart of this region. The patchwork of farms begins to give way to larger, more unbroken expanses of native forest. This is the wilder side of Burnie's backyard, a place where the hand of man is less visible. The trees are a dense, textured canopy of dark green, a rich brocade that covers the hills and valleys. From above, you can't see the forest floor, only this magnificent living roof. It's a reminder of what this island once was, and what much of it still is, a place of ancient, untamed wilderness. The Emu River carves its path through this landscape. From our aerial perch, it's a silver serpent, winding its way through the green. In some places, it's a wide, placid ribbon, its surface reflecting the sky. In others, it narrows and disappears beneath the dense canopy of ferns and myrtles that crowd its banks. You can imagine the sound of it down there, the rush of water over smooth, mossy stones, the cool, damp air, the calls of unseen birds. The river is the lifeblood of this forest, a source of constant movement and energy in an otherwise still and silent world. There's a profound sense of timelessness here. These forests have stood for centuries, witnessing the passing of seasons and the comings and goings of generations. We turn back towards the town, descending slowly, our perspective shifting once again from the wild to the domestic. As we get closer, the details of community life begin to emerge. We drift over Burnie Park, a beautiful swathe of manicured green in the heart of the town. The old trees cast long dark shadows on the immaculate lawns. From up here, the playground is a splash of bright primary colors, a place of joy and energy. We can see the rotunda, a classic piece of small-town architecture waiting patiently for a Sunday afternoon concert. It's the green lung of the town, a place for recreation and rest. The residential streets reveal their own quiet rhythm. We see people in their backyards hanging out washing that flutters in the breeze like prayer flags. A man is mowing his lawn, creating neat, satisfying stripes of light and dark green. Children ride their bikes in a quiet cul-de-sac, their small forms circling and weaving in a game only they understand. These are the small, everyday moments that make up the life of a community. Seen from above, they are not mundane. They are part of a beautiful, intricate dance, a quiet ballet of suburban life playing out below us. As our 10 minutes of bliss draw to a close, we hang suspended in the air, taking in the whole scene one last time. It's at this moment that you become most aware of the non-visual elements of the experience. The silence up here is not empty, it's full. It's filled with the imagined sounds of the world below, filtered and softened by the distance. You can almost hear the faint, distant cry of a gull, the low hum of the port, the gentle sigh of the waves on the shore. It's like listening to the world through a seashell, a muted and beautiful symphony. The light is everything. The Tasmanian light has a special quality, a clarity and a softness that you don't find elsewhere. It seems to wash the landscape clean, to make every color more vibrant, every detail sharper. As a cloud drifts across the sun, a shadow glides across the town and the hills, a slow, majestic wave that momentarily transforms the scene, muting the colors and adding a sense of drama and mystery. And then, Just as quickly, the sun re-emerges, and the world is bright and brilliant once more. To witness this play of light and shadow from above is a truly magical experience. You feel the air itself, the gentle currents that hold you aloft, the slight coolness on your skin that speaks of the nearby sea. It's a feeling of being completely immersed in the environment, a part of the atmosphere. There is no barrier between you and the world, no glass, no screen. It's a raw and direct connection to the landscape. This sense of immersion creates a profound feeling of peace, a meditative state where all your worries and cares seem to dissolve into the vast blue of the sky. You are simply present, a floating consciousness observing a moment of perfect tranquility. This is the essence of Burnie's aerial beauty. It's not just about the things you see, it's about the feeling it evokes. It's the sense of calm that comes from seeing the world from a different perspective. It's the appreciation for the simple, quiet beauty of a place that is comfortable in its own skin. It's the connection you feel to the natural rhythms of the land and the sea. This 10-minute flight is more than just a visual tour. It's a balm for the soul, a reminder of the peace that can be found when we take the time to look up and look down.